Welcome back to everyone on the WrestleMania and to WrestleMania night 2 out of 10. Of course, on the first night we saw some incredible matches, new champions crowd, including Intercontinental and Tag Team champions, and yeah, we had both big championships in the men's division defended tonight. So yeah, there's undoubtedly going to be a lot that goes down, and we started things off with a World Heavyweight Championship match, Seth Rollins against Drew McIntyre. We got a rendition of America the Beautiful and a surprise appearance from Stephanie McMahon. Great to see her back, hyping up the Triple H area. But when it was time for Drew McIntyre to make his entrance, a large band on stage began playing Scottish music. The challenger made his way to the ring for his husband, holding up swords. Rollins had a much more colourful band playing his music. McIntyre nailed a claymore as soon as the bell rang. For a 2, Rollins rolled out and the champion followed and hit a suplex before making some time to send a message on X, which was cool. The Visionary was able to hit a pedigree on the floor, but a stomp to cost him. He hit a stomp, but Eddie got a 2 count. This was all in the first couple of minutes. You can tell these guys were holding some back. The Scottish Warrior even survived a powerbomb, pedigree and stomp sequence. The match was all about big moves and near fall, but it was done in the best way possible. They didn't try to hold the chain wrestle. This was about both men taking shots to kill one another. The Scottish Warrior hit one more claymore to pin a defiant Rollins. The emotion in his face looked real. The special moment didn't last for long though. The match was exactly how it needed to be. Both men put on a great performance, and McIntyre may be a heel but caught a hero's response. He tried trash talking to CM Punk, ended up getting tripped on top of the announcement table. The straight edge superstar then kept attacking Priest until Damian Priest won down with his briefcase, struck McIntyre with it. The match started. He hit South of Heaven and got the win and became our second new champion of the night. This gave up an emotional McIntyre moment, followed by a surprise win for Priest, and they can continue their feud when Punk's back. And Jet gets an 8 out of 10 for me, a memorable moment for Priest, but I think the Punk McIntyre story, the emotion and then all of that, it's going to really elevate that story, and the way it's going to tie into McIntyre's character, I think it's going to be great as well. So yeah, for me this really worked, and get an 8 out of 10 from me. We then got the Pride versus the Final Testament in a street fight, and Cross, Aiken and Razor came out for first. The Street Profits and Lashley sent all 3 opponents out of the ring right away to get the match started, with Bubba and Devon serving as guest referee. Dawkins and Ford made sure they could get a table as soon as they could. B-Fab and Scarlett ended up getting physical because there was no rules. We saw kendo sticks, trash cans and chairs brought in. Cross ended up getting in Bubba's face when he counted near fall, but Lashley used the opportunity to hit a spear. Ford and Dawkins did some signature Dudley Boys taunts and moves much as like the Philly crowd. After one failed attempt, Cross hit a big frog splash to put Cross through a table and get the win. It was a bit of fun and chaos, so it didn't overstay its welcome. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's not going to live too long in memory, but yeah, it's a bit of fun breaking up the WrestleMania card. I thought it did its job. Good stuff. It was then time for LA Knight versus AJ Styles. There was no titles or special stipulations, so just a standard bout. Styles debuted an theme song but didn't give it much time to play. He ran to the ring and the match got started right away. They did a good job making this feel like a grudge match from the start. Knight had every right to be upset after Styles flew to Australia to sack him inside the chamber in February. It's one of the more unpredictable contests heading into Sunday. Neither man had a clear advantage or more to lose, so neither outcome would have been surprising. Instead, the surprise element was how well it was structured. Both of these guys are so talented, so nobody expects a bad performance, but they seemed determined to make sure their performance wasn't overlooked. And after countering the phenomenal 4-round, Knight won with the BFT. And yeah, really good babyface win. I think Knight needs it more. Getting a big win on such a big stage, I think will do him wonders. So yeah, gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Good stuff. Before it's time for the triple threat US title match, he rode a truck into the arena and had a Prime mascot accompany him to the ring. Zayn was waiting backstage to wish KO luck, just like Owens did for him, which was a nice touch, and drove a golf cart to the ring. When it was time for Orton's vengeance, he backed the cart up and gave the Viper ring ride to the ring. Orton, the prize fighter, turned this into a handicap match and took turns suplexing Paul over the announce table. They eventually realised that one of them could win, and the Viper almost hit RKO and Owens. When KO avoided it, it led to a funny exchange. Once again, WWE picked the perfect people to pick against Paul. The 3 men worked together to put on a match that was more entertaining than anything else we've seen up to that point. We got some great funny moments and creative offense for all 3 competitors. All complaints on one could pinpoint would be minor and insignificant. Whether you like or hate Paul, you have to respect the work he puts into his matches, and after he showed up, Orton pulled YouTube Rishi Speed out of the Prime costume and hit an RKO on the outs table. After taking an RKO, Owens ended up taking the frog slash from Paul to give him the win. And I thought, yeah, this was really good. The interference again really worked. The dynamic between Orton and Owens, the speed thing definitely popped me. I thought this was just really well booked. Paul continues his reign, which some people hate, but yeah, he's a brilliant heel and also bloody good in the ring. We then saw Io Sky take on Bayley for the Women's Championship. Bayley and Io Sky, of course, used to be close friends in Damage Control, but the role model finds herself alone. Both women had great entrances, but they were all business when it got to the ring. They locked up, and the challenger secured the first takedown to send Sky out of the ring to regroup. Once the genius of the Sky took control, she began to focus on the same leg Bayley has had problems with for years. This was competitive back and forth with a few standout spots. After all the mayhem and chaos we saw her in every other match, it's impressive how these two superstars wrestled a normal contest with little interference. That is how good these women are at their jobs. Both women had some creative counters to finish, but when the dust was settled, it was Bayley who got the pin and to become the champion. And yeah, this was great from start to finish. A brilliant moment, clean as well, which I think really enhanced it based on what we've seen before and afterwards. So yeah, I thought it was really good, 8 out of 10. And then the main event saw Cody Rhodes challenging Roman Reigns for the second year running. Both men had brilliant entrances, and Brandy Rhodes made an appearance with her husband. Reigns had an orchestra playing into the ring. Once they finally got going, they circled each other until Reigns pushed Reigns to the corner. Despite the match being under Bloodline rules, they worked a standard match at first with holds, counters and takedowns like we had seen any other bout. Once the Tribal Chief was sent into the ring post, Rhodes it was time to pull the table. Reigns hit a drive-by drop kick and put the table back under the ring just to make the crowd angry. They battled in the ring and at ringside. They used weapons part of the set and anything they could to find and inflict damage. This was better than their match on Saturday and illustrated why these two men deserve to be in this spot. They combined good wrestling with storytelling to make a compelling main event. As with any main event, a world title bout, there were several false finishes to build anticipation into the pin that would eventually end the contest, including near falls with both men using each other's finishing move. Both Usos showed up and ended up crashing through a bunch of tables to the next of the stage to take each other out. Solo showed up, almost cost Rhodes the match, but John Cena ran down and hit the Reigns with an attitude adjustment. The Rock then walked down to give us Black Adam versus Peacemaker showdown. We will never get a move. He's hit a rock bottom before the Shields music hit. I thought it was Dean Ambrose for a second, but it wasn't. It was Seth Rollins and cut Reigns off. The crowd erupted when the Undertaker gong sounded. He appeared in the ring with The Rock, which was a surreal moment, chokeslamming him. After Reigns took Rollins out with a chair, the American Nightmare grabbed him and hit 3 crossroads to finally defeat the Tribal Chief. It was overbooked, but it was overbooked in the best way possible. A satisfying conclusion to the 40th Mania. Cody's finally finished his story, and you saw everyone celebrating him, which was a nice moment. And just so happy it's happened finally. And the Smoz, I really enjoyed it all as well. Chaos and with the best possible ending. 9 out of 10 from me. Overall, WrestleMania 40 Night 2 gets an 8 out of 10 from me. I thought, this was definitely the best night of WrestleMania. I thought both nights were really good, but I thought, the way we ended the show with that incredible win and some brilliant matches on the card as well, I thought it was just fantastic. Cody finally finished the story, and I think, everyone just came out of the show just absolutely buzzing with that, really. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.